Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Hello, my name is Drew James and welcome along to my easy beginner's tutorial for Let Her Go by Passenger. Now, what I wanted to do with this tutorial is make it a little bit different. It is for beginners. So, if you start playing this along to the original record, it's not going to quite sound right. First of all, you'd need to put a capo on the 7th fret to do that. And we're going to do it with no capo. Now, I believe that if you're a beginner, you're going to be able to get that intro riff quite quickly. Okay, and when I mean beginner, I mean literally just started learning to play guitar. You know, within the last week or so, you'll still be able to get this. The chords, when I was doing the strumming and the singing, that might take you a bit longer, but still they are easy beginner's chords which I'll be taking you through how to play. Now, you can also get the tab to this. By doing that, all you need to do is look in the video description and you'll see a link there to the student area on my website. It's completely free, just takes a name and an email address, and then you've got the tab to follow along as we play through. So without further ado, let's have a look at the left hand and see how we play it. Just to reiterate before we get started, this is a beginner's version of the song. No capo, and I've deliberately made it easier to play. It still sounds like the song, but if you start playing it along to the record, it's not going to sound quite right, okay? But it still sounds just like the song for beginners' purposes. If you're looking for something that is 100% accurate to the recording, I'm sure you can find that elsewhere on YouTube. Okay, so for all you beginners out there, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing a little melody on the guitar. Basically, a melody is like when you hear someone sing a tune, that's a melody, okay? Now, we need to identify the strings before we get started, so let's do that. The thickest string I call Eddie, the next one is 8, Dynamite, Good by Eddie, okay? So that's E, A, D, G, B, E. Eddie 8, Dynamite, Good by Eddie. Or come up with your own. Elephants and Donkeys Grow Big Ears is one of the best ones I've heard so far. Okay, so next we need to number the frets. So this here is the 1st fret on the guitar. This is the 2nd fret, this is the 3rd fret. Alright? So if I asked you to hold down the 3rd fret on the A string, you'd be pressing down here in the middle of the fret, not on the fret marker, and that's where you'd be for your first note. So hopefully we've got some common ground there now. Alright? So to start this song off, we take our ring finger on this hand and we put it on the 3rd fret on the B string. Okay? With our fingers, I want you to put your middle finger on that string and play that 3. And then with your ring finger on this hand, I want you to play the 0 underneath. So you're going... Now, if you're getting this and a dull sound, then just bring your wrist forward so you're not touching the string below and use your fingertips. That's just general good advice. Okay, so we go 3, 0, then back to the 3 on our middle finger, then to 1 on the same string. Notice I'm using my index finger to do that, right? So index finger on the 1st, 2nd on the middle on the 2nd, ring on the 3rd, and we don't in this song, but if it was the 4th fret, I'd be using the pinky. So let's do that again. 3, 0 on the string below, back to 3, 1st fret on there. Then, with your index finger on this hand, play 0 on the G string, or the 4th string down, and then hold down the 2nd fret after that and play the 2 on there. Okay, so it's... Then, put your ring finger to the 3rd fret on the D string, okay? So that we put it there. Notice I'm leaving my middle finger there. You can do that as well. And the index finger, so stretch round, thumb around the back of the guitar on the 1st fret on the B string. And then with your thumb, I want you to play the D string and the middle finger playing the B string. And I want you to play them together in something called a pinch, where we pull two strings like this. Okay? So far we've got a little bit faster. Okay? Then we're going to play 0 on the bottom string. And then lifting everything up but leaving the ring finger there on the 3rd fret on the D, thumb on there, and playing with ring finger, pinching again. Okay, so pulling together. So let's go back to the beginning. Open on the bottom string, then pinch. Then we repeat that, okay? So that's pretty cool, isn't it? We're just going to repeat. Nice and simple, so 3, 0, 3, 1, 0, 2. So that's all exactly the same as what you've already learned. Then, just move the index finger to the 1st fret on the B string, leave it there, and pinch A string, 2nd string down, and middle finger, which is holding down here. Give that a pinch. Then, ring finger on the bottom string. Okay, so let's do from the repeat, so it's... Okay, next part. Ring finger up to the 3rd fret on the thickest string and pinky on the 3rd fret also on the B string. Pinching those two, thumb and middle finger. Now, you don't have to use those fingers. If you're more comfortable like this or like this, then that's absolutely fine. Let's do it from the repeat now, okay? Okay, so that time I used middle and ring. I think it's better if you can use ring and pinky, but you might find that a little bit harder to hold those two down. Okay, next part, what we're going to repeat again, which is really nice and easy, isn't it? And we're doing that 3 and 1 like we did the first time we did that part. And then playing a 2 on the G string. And then 3 on the thinnest string, then let go and play a 0, then 1st fret on the B, don't worry, I'll recap all of this in a minute, and then 3, and on the B, and then pinching, thumb on the A string, and ring finger on the bottom string. Right, okay, so I'm going to do it now from the 3rd repeat. Okay, now I'm going to go right back to the beginning, take it nice and slowly. See if you can play it along with me. Okay, here we go. And... then it goes round in a circle, okay? So, just a little bit faster now, and this is the whole thing round in a circle. Oops. Repeat. Bum, 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 bum. Then we're on to the chords. Okay, so we're going to make an F major 7th. Index finger on the 1st fret on the B string. Middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G string and ring finger on the 3rd fret on the D. Strum the bottom 4. We're going to strum that twice. Well, you only need the F and you're feeling low, C. Now to change to C, it's really simple. Leave the index finger there, move the middle and ring up. Okay, and we're just going to do 2 strums for each chord unless I tell you otherwise. C. Only miss the G. Okay, so for the G, I recommend doing this if you're a beginner, even if it does hurt your fingers a little bit. Move the middle and ring finger up, so they're on the 2nd fret on the A and 3rd fret on the thickest string on the E, and pinky on the 3rd fret on the E string on down there. So, and then we strum all 6. Only know you love. Okay, so next part, A minor. Index finger on the 1st fret on the B, 2nd fret on the D, and 2nd fret also on the G, and strum the bottom 5. Then back to F. Okay, so let's go through that order. Well, you only da-da F when it's burning low, C. Only miss the G when it starts to A minor. Only know you F when you let a C. Then 4 Gs, 1, 2, 3, da da F and back to C. Only hate the G when you're missing A minor. Only know you F when you let a C. And G. Now you can play that faster if you find that easier, but you let it go. A minor and F and G and E minor. So that's a new one. So from your G, leave the middle finger there, tuck the ring finger underneath on the 2nd fret on the D string and strum all 6. Then repeat, so we go back to A minor, F, G, G again. Then the verses, staring at the bottom of the F, hoping G day you'll make a dreamy minor. The dreams come A minor and they go so F, G. Then you repeat that order of chords. Okay, so F, and then when it goes back to you underneath the lights, the same as what I've shown you there before. Okay, now with your chords, you may find those a little bit more challenging if you're a beginner changing, but what I do suggest is just keep strumming even if the chords aren't there, because then that forces this hand into a decision. Thanks a lot for watching my lesson. Don't forget you can get the tab by clicking on this link here, which will take you through to a part of my website where you can sign up for the student area. Student area has 30 hints and tips on making you a better guitarist. Especially even if you are a beginner, it's going to be very useful for you. And also it has tab for this lesson, which will make remembering it a little bit easier and you can use it to play through. I put new videos online every Tuesday and Friday, so don't forget to subscribe, keep on playing and have a good day.